So as Dana is sitting there at the table, she goes, and it shows like a light coming from above her, and some guy standing there with a flashlight. He looks at you guys awkwardly and then leaves. She appears to have either had an idea or just some guy like wandering around using a flashlight on her.
Do either of you want a alertness before I get rid of it?
Sure, I have something that I can toss.
Just get rid of whatever you don't want.
Okay.
Yeah. Believe me, I have no desire to hear a household full of children. If I wanted that, I'd have recorded a household full of children and torture myself at random intervals. Oh, Daddy, Daddy. Ah!
I keep forgetting I can look at people's cards. This is so handy.
I still want to disable the steel card because
Yeah,
I don't want that.
You can do it, but it would involve everyone having to fiddle with it. So don't bother.
Oh, yeah. If somebody steals a card, we'll tell them to put it back.
You just reject it, so.
Oh, you have the option to reject it?
Yeah, it's a pop-up that says so-and-so wants to steal your card.
Then that could be very useful, because then it's like, I'm going to take this. Yeah, actually, that's
Aren't you changing the start time to the local time and not having it maintain?
Yeah. Whatever time it is for me, when it's 2 p.m. for me, I start the game.
So if it's 2 p.m. in Budapest, then it's 1 p.m. in London, and it's 7 a.m. where I am.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that early, is it? What time do you guys start today?
8.
You should be starting at 8
or
maybe 9 or 10.
He's right.
Is he?
Hold on.
This is making no sense because I'm moving further east. If I was going west,
you're moving east, but we're not moving.
Oh. I don't know what's going on, Scott.
Yeah, hold on. No, Scott's right. Because 2 p.m. in
Hungary. Scott.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Hungary is 1 p.m. UK. So it'll be earlier for everyone else. If we stayed, if we stayed at 2 p.m.
When you go to
UK
Ukraine, then it's even earlier.
Yeah.
So I might have to start at like 1 p.m. my time or noon my time.
No, you want to start later your time.
I want to start later? Oh.
Yeah. You want to start 3 or 4 p.m. Yeah.
That's possible. That's easier than starting earlier, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, remind me to figure out all this shit later with you.
Yeah, we'll do it later, don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise it'll be earlier for everyone. And
I don't want them to... I thought I was giving everybody a break by fucking...
no, that'll only benefit Pete. Pete will be the only one.
Pete never gets to benefit from anything because he's in Australia. Poor bastard. He tries so hard, too. All right, yeah, remind me to...
Yeah, we'll do it after the session, don't worry.
Yeah. But you have to remind me, or otherwise I'll just forget and go on my merry way.
I'll remember, don't worry.
Well, while I was reflecting upon my terrible bedtime stories of my dad, the survivalist, that he would tell me, there's definitely purple flames is a big occult thing, just like we suspected.
So what do you want to do with that, then?
I don't know yet.
Is it bad purple flames or good purple flames?
Radioactive purple flames.
Will they turn me into the Incredible Hulk?
No.
Oh.
Incredible sludge, I think.
Okay. Bad purple flame.
So we're thinking maybe we could use the music avenue of trying to find where this occult is.
Something we neglected to ask the ticket counter. Could ask about the day of the incident. If they remember Claudia Cantrelli or anything out of the ordinary. Any monsters?
Hello, have you seen any monsters here at the bus station?
Well, funny you should mention it.
They point at us.
Definitely want to follow up on the music scene, though.
All right, where to then?
We're at the hospital.
Yes, you are in the cafeteria of the hospital, where there's like a lot of sick slee stacks and stuff that are all comedically bandaged in different ways, whether they need it or not.
Doesn't seem like we're going to get anything else out of Claudia.
It would be nice if she could describe the face, as Angelique or not, but...
That's what I was hoping for.
Oh, by the way, later I will give you guys a map of Las Vegas, but for now you can see the wonderful Las Vegas. Wait. And it looks like this. No, wait, that's not it. It looks like... there it is. Sorry, wrong picture. It looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Did I not switch you guys? No, I didn't.
Nope.
There you go.
Huh.
Where's all the tall buildings and stuff?
They're not in that picture for some reason, but they the only places that they really seem to have a lot of tall buildings is either on the Strip or the other Strip. Basically, it's two different strips in Vegas. They call one the Strip and one's called like some other bullshit. And they're both made for tourists, but the one is like a walking street where you can walk around, get drunk, and lured into casinos, lose all your money. The other one, you can walk around, but it's like bridges over the streets and stuff, lots of concrete everywhere, and you get lured into casinos so they can take all your money. And there's also a lot of like scantily dressed showgirls who are definitely past their prime who want to get their picture taken with you, so they can charge you money for it because that way you can show people you're having a version of fun. There's usually one of the showgirls that's good looking and the other one isn't, and they hang out together like that. I don't know why. Yeah. So maybe one's the muscle and one's the look. I don't know how it works. I didn't get my picture taken with anybody, but I have actually been there and I know where the homeless people sleep. I wasn't sleeping with them, just to be clear on that. Not all of them.
Yikes.
I had a buddy who's like, I'm going to go stay in such and such hotel. And I sent him a picture of where the homeless sleep, literally in a big opening under the hotel. You go in through the back, then there's like the fucking water drainage thing, and they go in there. And I was like, yeah, you'd be sleeping on top of these guys. Yay. It's like, thanks, asshole. It's like, yay, Vegas magic. It's a depressing place. So,
back to the bus station.
One moment.
You guys are actually in the town itself of Vegas. The bus station's like on the outskirts, and then they have like normal people who don't have their own car. Your car gets a lot of looks, by the way, because it's the only one that doesn't have windows and has numbers painted on it and looks like somebody very carefully beat the shit out of it a lot. So yeah, your car is definitely getting a lot of looks and whatnot. There's a lot of really rich people cars and limos and stuff like that. You guys stick out like a sore thumb. Plus your monkeys. That doesn't fucking help.
Mm-hmm.
I say, hello, little buddy. We're in a slee stack world. How you doing?
It's about time we got some class.
So we're found some purple radiation flame things. Is that a slee stack occult that you know about?
Silence, it says, refusing to admit it doesn't know something. You're pretty sure it doesn't know, but it's
Thanks,
like it's
little buddy. Enjoy the view.
You must seek wisdom where wisdom is stored.
Libraries. Or telephone books. Is there a telephone book around here?
They actually have phone booths, since this is back in the 80s tech. They actually have phone booths. It's much easier to take a dump in them. You can drive around until you find one that hasn't either had the phone book stolen or has enough of the pages left in it, because they are really soft.
I was wondering in the hospital if they would have one, because people would
cell
phone call thing.
You go and you find like a public use payphone in the hospital. Sorry, I thought you were just cruising around looking for phone booths. Yeah, there's a public use phone, and it has a phone book, and best of all, there's no smell of poop.
Yes.
There's a lot of other smells that you prefer to try to ignore in a hospital.
Let's look up music industry agents, different things such as that.
There's a huge listing of them. You're really going to have to get it narrowed down, because usually Vegas is where people come to have their dreams die. And so there's a lot of music agents here.
And also any venues that aren't like the big ones.
Many. Tons.
So.
I was wondering if at the bus station they had like the corkboard thing where people put up all the flyers for small time shows and whatnot.
No, this is Vegas. They hold themselves to a higher standard of sleaze here. But yeah, you've got information overload. It shows her folding out pages of the phone book. She's like, hold this, walking off with the phone book, and Frey's just sitting there feeding pages out. And you're like, it's too goddamn. We got to narrow this shit down.
When are they gonna invent the damn computer? Well, a normal one, I mean.
Shows some guy walking by the cell phone. What? 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 And people are like, wow, he's impressive. He has a fucking phone thing he can carry around. The guy's like lugging a backpack-sized battery. What? He screams.
Any clubs, as I'm zooping through, have anything to do with purple or suspicious sounding? Purple Oyster Cult. I don't know.
There's the Purple Oyster Cult. There's Purple Haze. There's the better Purple Haze. There's, once again, you're like,
Look for the young people music.
Royal Purple. Yeah. You once again, too much information. Must narrow search parameters. Phone book is thick.
We need to creepily hang out outside of the high school and find kids who are dressed like Lil Fresh and ask them where we can go hang out with them.
Oh my God, that's super creepy. Hey, Glenn, you're thinking you'd like to get some of these phone books because, these you can take them somewhere else and then
good for an interrogation.
Just punch the phone book and shit. Wow. So soft on your knuckles?
Okay, that looks like a dead end for now.
I'm taking a phone book anyway for my own purposes.
You're gonna steal the hospital's phone book.
We might have to do an interrogation.
My phone book. Come on, give me my backpack.
You guys steal the fucking hospital's phone book. Show some other guy come up. God damn it, he's looking for the phone book. Somebody bit through the fucking wire, he says, holding up a little wire.
Savages. Back to the bus station?
All right, Captain.
All right.
Right, you guys get there in your rusted out shit box. The car makes a lot of weird noises and shit, especially after driving it nonstop for 3 days and getting gas and stuff. You're thinking, Freddie, that pretty soon you should get some sort of maintenance done on your car, like whatever it needs, or possibly just shoot it, have it flip upside down, and wiggle its wheels dramatically.
Mm-hmm. You
guys arrive back at the bus station. The people there look at you guys warily. What?
Take a look under the hood.
It's got engine stuff. It looks like it's built illogically compared to normal cars and stuff. It's like, why the fuck would you have that over here? Why is there a little horn on the engine? The fuck is up with these people? Seriously, it's a little horn on the fucking engine. You don't understand what's going on.
It's the speed horn.
Yeah, apparently. You're looking at the engine. It looks as though it's literally caked with grease, old fluids. Right, you pull out something, go, don't need this, toss it over your shoulder, and right, the car stops running, and you see Freddie in the passenger or in the driver's seat going.
Wait, hold on.
He shrugs and he goes, "This car is dead. It was a good car."
Take this.
Oh.
You're thinking that it doesn't need tinkering with. It needs. You're thinking it. I mean, I'm not saying it needs the engine rebuilt, but you might want to do things like change fluids, change filters, change cars. You know, I mean, just whatever comes to mind. Possibly rebuild the engine while you're at it.
You really want
the car's broken now, so.
Oh yeah, right now it's pretty much a big giant paperweight with wheels.
Let me try and support with your.
I've got a card for a free reroll. It's the player's choice.
Right. It shows the engine go and just falls out and hits.
That was my supporter.
Oh, all right. You're at -10 there. Whoever's going to try it. If it's Glenn, he's at half -10. If it's somebody else, they're at full -10.
Why is there half? It's on a reroll.
I have.
Oh, you have a reroll. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Then you're at full -10. Sorry. What were you saying, Sheila?
Just that I do have the skill, but not nearly as good as Glenn.
They ignore you. Clearly, this is man's work, and they want to hog all the grease and fluids from the car to themselves. It shows them like really sensually applying grease and shit to each other's face with some sort of 70s porn soundtrack in the background. You're just watching, going, men in their cars. Right. Yeah. You would have succeeded if not for the -10 there, Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie really, really hates his fucking car. You've never seen anybody strip the wires and giggle so much. He also tried to use his proctology tool on it, and it didn't help.
Well, now it's on you.
Don't worry. It was on me to begin with. We'll
need to take it out back and put a bullet in it.
All right, listen.
You see a couple of the younger Sleestacks talking, and they're like, you see, when monkeys are poor, one of them says they'll take their car to other places to work on it because it's messy and they don't want to do it near their trees. The other guy goes, oh.
You go and speak to whoever you need to speak. I'll go call a tow truck.
Or a car dealership.
Yeah.
We haven't traded.
Yay!
Come on, Dana.
Yep, we're going.
Right, you guys leave the once valiant, could have run for another couple trips across the country, but now it's fucking gone car, and to head over back into the bus station. And are you going to a ticket booth, the security guys, the one-handed janitor? Where are you going to?
Ticket booth.
Right. The ticket lady looks at you warily, like,
And I've got that alertness card. So I want to slap that on looking around her little area.
It might help if she has something that you want to be able to see before you play it.
Then
Send it to hell, Glenn.
I'll wait until she gets out her little where to from logbook.
That's a good idea. She says, "Where are you going to?"
Scott, I can kill the phone if you wanna.
I killed the one that was near me.
How many goddamn phones do you people need?
All of them.
You young kids and your technological devices back in my day.
I should be like the school nurse being like, there's been something that happened.
Yeah, they can leave a message.
We're gaming.
Right.
We don't have time for you.
Right. That's what I keep telling parents. It's like, the kids can survive. If it's the school nurse, they know that they'll just recycle them. Yeah.
Were you working the day of the incident, ma'am?
I don't have time for this, she says. I got tickets to sell. Give me a luck roll, Glenn, to see if she does indeed have time for this, or if she has tickets to sell. She doesn't have time for this. She's got tickets to sell. The Glenn sigh.
What if I buy a ticket?
I get you a good 20 seconds to tell me where you're going to and have me get you a ticket. You're thinking that may not be enough, Glenn.
How many people are in line?
With that luck roll a D20. Yeah, that sounds good. If you roll a 1, there'll only be one guy. And if you're like Freddy, it'll be, 4 guys.
I turn around and give them an intimidating stare.
Ooh, give me an intimidate roll. Holy shit. She looks at you and glares.
You were saying?
She mutters about uppity monkeys. She says, what do you want to know? Driving off my customers, she says.
We're looking
she lights a cigarette. It's the 80s.
The day of the incident.
Yes.
Was there anything out of the ordinary?
You mean aside from the bathroom exploding, some lady coming out and horrible pain, being taken to the hospital, bunch of reporters and SCDC showing up and all that? No, it was a normal day like any other. She attempts a memory roll to remember who you were here about before.
Right. We show a picture of Angelique.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Was there anyone here with her?
You asked that before. No.
Right. Do you remember Claudia Cantrelli?
I heard on the news because they had a report and stuff like that, and all kinds of wild footage. I think she was the one that was hurt.
Yeah, she's not doing well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She glares at you. Wishing it was the monkey.
She said she saw a monster.
You've never seen a disbelieving look like that from a sleestack before. She says, look, she now is the time to play the alertness card. She glances at her papers and stuff, and it shows a reflection in her sleek stack glasses, which are fucking huge, because have you seen the size of their goddamn eyes? They take up half their face. She says, I can't give you any information on her and stuff, so you're just going to have to clear out. Did you play your card?
Yes.
According to that, she did give an address and stuff like that to get her ticket, and you've now got the address in Desert Rose Apartments. Since you're the only one who knows it currently, Dana, give me a streetwise roll at half. Dana only, because you're the only one who knows it. Only one that knows it. Let's see, AAA comes out. You don't have actual AAA and stuff. All right, you don't know shit. Right. The guy goes, I know what to do with your car. He turns on his boombox and goes, dun, 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 dun. He pulls out a pistol. Dun, 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 dun.
Told you.
See, you can see that Freddy's lips are moving, but we can't hear him.
Oh, sorry. I was muted. What do you mean there's no AAA? The car's insured.
Oh, no. No. These cars aren't insured. That's why they're super cheap and why you only have to pay $1,000 each instead of $2,000 for the insurance deductible on the nice ones. Remember the nice ones? You've seen those.
So there is an insurance.
Well, the only insurance you have is liability. But he shoots the car for free just because he likes it. He says, what I'm going to do is I'm going to saw off the bumper, the grill, and mount it on my wall. He goes and gets the tow truck. Beep, beep, beep.
Are we done, Dana?
He goes,
yeah.
Give you $100 for what's already on the end of my tow truck.
$100, no. $200, and we have a deal.
Give me a bargain roll.
Yeah.
You got $200, and he drives off with what's left of your car. Still playing the mournful funeral music from the old days out of the boombox as it drives away. Dun, 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 dun. So, it sounds a bit like the Imperial Death March, those two tunes. So, right, you guys heard a gunshot, and you see him standing there looking like he's ready to cry and holding $200.
Yeah, the car died.
Told you.
Let's go and see if we can rent a car for a few days.
Oh, car rental's super expensive. You might want to just buy a new one. Number 16 coming up. Yeah.
I mean, we could just use a bus, I suppose. It's Vegas. We could just use a bus.
Let's take the bus.
Yeah, wait, where are we going? What did you find?
Here's the address.
Oh. Do I know what...
It's the lady in the hospitals.
Desert Rose Apartments. Everybody give me a streetwise at half, except for Sheila, who's already tried it.
I wonder if there's some sort of map in my phone book.
There is. But fortunately, the bus driver can get you close, and then you'll have to walk the rest of the way. You realize that for the various illegal activities you guys normally indulge in, catching the bus after a crime is just awkward. Waiting for the bus to come by, the police coming before the bus does, god damn it. This is why criminals normally have their own vehicles. Like Freddy used to, before it was shot and taken away and mounted on some guy's wall.
Alright, I guess we'll take them.
Cut to the guy's walls. It shows different front ends of cars and stuff mounted like game animals. Right, you guys get out there. These are not high-end apartments. It looks like it's the kind that have the external doors with the stairs. And there's no back door. You probably smash through some windows or something. But the problem is If you're on the second floor, which this person unfortunately is not, you may plummet down a floor before finding your footing. The buildings are only 2 stories tall, all of them, for some reason, flat top. She lives on the first floor. It doesn't appear to be an actual office and stuff nearby. There's also a big bundle of mail, rubber banded together, sitting at the on the mat in front of the door.
Picking it up, looking at the addressee to make sure that we're at the right spot.
Almost all of the mail, rather than being to Lil Fresh or Angelique or anything, is addressed to somebody named Barb Smith. There's one piece of mail, most of it's junk and bills, including Lizard car insurance, stating that her car, a Pontiac Solstice convertible, license plates Perp Girl, PURPGRL, needs to have its insurance renewed for 6 more months in the bill. The Barb Smith. Also, there's an interesting piece of mail in there. Seems to feels like a check rather than a bill, which is unusual.
Knock on the door.
No problem. Give me listen rolls.
Made it.
You hear something moving, someone moving around in there, but you don't see anything. They may be wandering out the back or getting ready to ambush you in the front or just bumping into shit. Maybe it's a person.
Glenn, could you open the door, please?
Is it locked?
What?
Is anyone watching us?
Freddie, you're keeping a lookout also. You don't see anybody watching you. It's the middle of the workday. Everybody seems to have fucked right off. No problem. It is locked, though. Glenn goes, my picks are stuck, he says.
Do you need me to take a look at that for you there, Glenn?
My picks are stuck in the lock.
You know how to do this?
Yeah.
He's got 4 of them lodged in there really tight.
Right, take a crack at it. Go.
All right. Can I remove them at all?
Give me a lockpicking roll to unfuck the door. Then you can try a different lockpicking roll to actually pick the lock.
I'll take over lookout while he does this.
All right. You can't get them out. Give me a brute strength at half to rip his picks out of the
I'm just going to tear them out, yeah.
Okay. You pull them out and it shows all the picks that were bent in interesting fashions. They're all straight now. You hand the useless picks to Glenn.
I'll use my own to try and pick them up.
Glenn's giving you the Glenn, mark off your lock picking set. He gives you the thank you asshole look, and
hey, you broke my car. What do you want?
He picks the lock for you.
I'll stand back and let him go in.
He stands aside with a ta-da.
Good job. Kind of.
Look at your straightened out lock picks. These will never pick lock.
You can get new ones.
Yeah. A pair of pliers might fix them.
Nope.
I open the door.
No problem. You enter combat in the lower right part of the thing. You're gonna have to imagine her with a slee stack horn. Oh, sorry. Let me flip you to this lower right, and I will describe it. It seems to be a glowing purple, semi-skeletal, howling, radioactive slee-stack zombie charging you. And we begin standard. First off, everybody, please give me a sanity roll. This can go toward zombie, or if you want to finish up your slee-stack, because you're not getting to see them at their absolute best. Apparently, this one was nearby the front door waiting. So everybody except Freddy. Oh wait, did Scott roll? Okay. Sorry, Dana, roll a D4, lose D4 sand unless you have Slee Stack and Zombie maxed. If you have both those maxed, you go neat. And for you other two, it's D10 as you're getting to see something really horrific.
Cool.
Freddy goes, huh.
Zombies maxed out, so yeah.
Yeah, put it towards Slee Stack then. Hooray.
No, I mean now my zombies maxed out.
Oh, hooray. Glenn goes, bah! Do you have, can you take 8 towards Zombie and or Slee Stack?
Probably. See,
Or do you want to spend it? You're avoiding reroll.
Yeah,
He's got enough sanity. If I was him, I would definitely want to fail that shit and get one of those maxed out or both. It's up to him now. If you take it, I need a willpower times 3 not to go. Whee!
Yeah, I already got to check in willpower. I'm gonna re-roll.
You don't want to max out your stuff?
I want to max it out slower. 4 points.
All right, great. Put it toward whichever of the ones you want. And let's see, does this have armor? Specialty defenses. Thank you, Logan. Doesn't have standard armor, but we'll go into, nobody's got weapons out, so that'll make it extra good. Let me flip back to this for the combat. And round 1, this is its surprise round. It basically launches into an attack on the guy in front of the door, which sadly is Glenn. And it tries to hit you with its radioactive talons. It misses because I roll like shit. Even when it's got a plus 30% for a surprise round, it misses by 2 points because fuck me, right? So you stand there and it goes, and you go, huh. And we go to the next round. Heroes are first. Summoning some sort of demon or extra-dimensional creature is approved. Hard to always know. So, Glenn, since you're closest to it, what do you do?
Can I try to maneuver past it so that
Great roll.
We can do this from both sides? Shit. Okay. I pay Master Pay.
Glenn does the hut, and it just stands there, and he goes, no, it's got me.
Can't try another maneuver, right?
Yep. Do something different.
Fast draw. Sword.
Think faster. Roll.
Well,
Hey, what are you doing while he's trying to wait? Do you have a sword? Oh, you need a willpower roll to get that sword out because it's a Schrodinger sword.
The ×5?
Yes. You roll fast draw.
Fast draw.
Faster. Okay, and ching, your sword comes out. What do you do with it?
Attack.
Roll. Holy shit. Okay, against slashing weapons. Hold on a second. 3 steps down on. Okay, so after figuring out your normal damage, go down 3 steps.
Holy crap.
It's a magic sword.
What's your normal damage?
The elf sword. So it'd be D8 plus the D10 for strength, plus the D12 for martial arts, plus
D6
whatever's
plus
higher
D8.
For magic.
Right. So back down to D12 for 1 step, back down to D10, back down D8. So your D8. Enjoy. Nice. He gives it a good hard whack. Please keep track of damage. Sheila, he is now flailing. He's now standing in the doorway.
That was just 1 action, right?
Yes.
I get 2 extra actions.
Oh, 2 extra. 1 was maneuver, and then you get 2 more from Master Pay?
Yep.
So you got one action left. Sorry. Hit it again?
Yep.
Roll. Make martial arts.
Nah, I got my check.
All right. You're down to D6 damage if you don't make martial arts then. Cool. Another good hard whack. All right. And Glenn's like, in the doorway. And you're like, I hope the neighbors don't see this. What do you do there, Sheila?
I'm going to try to get around him.
Tricky. Keep in mind that if you fail, you may take damages. He is literally waving around a fucking meter-long piece of sharpened steel in wild abandon as though there's nobody else around except him and it.
Yeah. Well, my first thought was, but you can tell me if there's enough room. I want to try. I see flames. I want to try extinguish.
I would recommend instead of maneuvering up, I'd simple action backward away from the crazy guy with the sword. If you want to try extinguish, then you could.
Excellent. I will take your advice.
Okay. Question though, is extinguish level 1 fire spell?
Yes.
It got removed.
Yeah.
Unless if it got changed.
It got changed. You now have instead create fire, which is like a big lighter in your hand. It says, oh, the magic, oh, the mystery. You go make a little flame.
More than one fire spell?
I have 2 fire spells.
Yes. So your create fire is at whatever your extinguish used to be. You have the second level fire spell. That's resistance to element. In this case, fire. Resistance to fire.
Is that a full resistance or just one?
No, just a bump down.
Okay.
Would you like to cast that on yourself?
Yeah, sure. Well, let me see. It's only by self, right? I can't give it to Glenn.
No, that's fine. He's tough. He can take it. And don't forget your willpower times 3 roll to actually make elemental magic work in this zone because it's a real bitch here. Yeah, well, you get a check in willpower, but your fireproof doesn't go off. Freddie, what are you up to? You see her back away and go, nothing happened, but I feel strong.
Can I maneuver into the room behind the zombie?
It'd be maneuver at half or take like a D10 damage.
I'll do it.
Good. You think you can make it?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Holy shit, he just darts into the room like, ha-ha, and it just shows Cuisinart Glenn going, wow, I'm impressed. Shit, thought I'd get him there. And we go to zombie turn. The zombie bravely tries to defend itself against the evil monkey attack.
Very.
Sure. All right. You fail to parry. It fails to hit. It's a match made in heaven. And we go to next round. Having at least one current active insanity is approved. So I know Freddie gets a card. Anybody else crazy? No?
Yeah.
Try harder. Heroes are first. Right. So let's see. Sheila, you're furthest away. What do you do?
I look for any type of weapon. Usually I'm hand-to-hand combat, and this is
There's a garden gnome.
A garden gnome. I pick up the garden gnome.
It has a surprised look on its face as you pick it up. Okay, and over to Freddie. You're inside of the apartment.
I want to try and, since I'm behind the zombie, I want to try and just knock it, kick it down to the floor, basically.
You kick it into Glenn's arms. Go ahead and give me a kick martial arts roll as you kick the zombie at him. Yeah, eat some zombie. Freddie fumbles, going for the fumble card. I live for these moments. Here's the fumble card. It's the right. Mark off one useful piece of gear that's come up this adventure.
Let me just see. That's the lockpicks, okay.
There you go. It shows your lockpicks just fucking disappear in little pieces as you try to kick the zombie. And over to Glenn, you see him shattering lockpicks behind you, and you go for it with the sword. All right, you're down to D6 damage. This thing is really resistant to weapons and shit.
Or
Nice.
damage.
All right, how much is that total?
That's a total of 16.
Wow, it looks really fucked up, but it's still got a little bit of what for, and it tries to give you what for.
Very.
It rolls not one. Give me a. All right, it criticals on Glenn and lurches upon him for a bit of damage.
Glenn, would you like to reroll?
Probably.
Well, even if he makes it, then
Yes.
it only does normal damage instead of critical damage.
Yeah.
But I can tell you what happens with the critical damage if you'd like.
Let's hear the damage, and then I can hero it away.
15 points of damage that is crushing, mauling, flaming, and ultraviolet radiation. Your part of your body is left as a desiccated purplish husk.
Take it that's fully lethal, so...
And it ignores armor if you had any, unless you were wearing a radiation suit.
Hero point.
Oh, all right. It misses. And we go now to next round.
I'm throwing this gnome.
Oh, did you already went picking up the gnome, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Heroes are first, and ironically, everybody gets a total heal.
Yay.
Oh, see, I told you I was fine.
Apparently, you're right. The healing power of gnomes. It shows her picture on a cover of book. The healing power of gnomes. It shows a gnome. Right. Go ahead and we'll do you first. Go ahead and roll there, Dana, as you throw the gnome past Glenn's shoulder. So if you miss, it'll just smash him on the back of the head in a very heroic. Oh, you did great.
I did.
And roll. Do you have a strength or sorry? Do you have a dex bonus? Is your dex 80 or better? Core skills.
No.
Cool. Roll a d6 on the back of Glenn's lousy head. You've never liked him anyway. It shows the whole gnome explode. You take one stun point on the back of the head as pieces of garden gnome fall. Meanwhile, Freddy, how much damage? Oh, wait, you have crushing damage. Let me see how many places that falls. 3 steps down. How much damage do you normally do, Freddy?
D6, so it's back down to D3.
Yes. Go ahead and roll a D3. If you get a 3, then I'll have it pushed into... No, never mind. All right, you do one little point of damage. Please keep track of it. And over to sword-wielding Glenn, who managed to shit himself a sword when needed. Seems like a useful thing. Ooh, once again, he's going to hit for an RD6.
Right.
Hey, how much total is it up to?
I did a total of 21.
It turns into a steaming, radioactive, purplish stained pile of dead Sleestack with the horn triumphantly sticking up at a slight angle, mixed in with shards of garden gnome.
I did it.
Wow.
And it's right on the welcome mat.
That is not what I was expecting.
Damn zombies.
Grab the welcome mat and drag it into the room.
Unfortunately, it's also off the sides of the welcome mat. And I'd suggest like a snow shovel.
Yeah.
Just jump over it.
Let's search the room before we get radiation poisoning.
Yay! Okay, there's a lot of wild shit in here. Also, you notice that the skull of the creature has some sort of weird symbol. It looks like it was carved into the person's head. Hopefully not while they were still alive. That would really suck. I'll take Cthulhu Mythos rolls. It's not a picture of Cthulhu. You have no idea what it is. Anyway, the apartment itself, it looks like it hasn't really been messed with except for the living room. give me evidence analysis rolls as you look around the pretty trash living room. It looks like somebody for a while was definitely tied to a chair and somehow managed to break their way out or something.
Got it.
It looks like, okay, you're thinking at some point somebody was assaulted, there's some blood stains and stuff, and then they got tied to a chair, and people said, we're going to do some horrible shit to you, and there's flea stack blood near your chair. And then something happened, the chair got radioactive, whatever was in it broke out, and then proceeded to trash the apartment main room. But, and this is interesting, it appears that whatever this creature was, and it's probably the thing you killed, was unable to operate a door. So all the rooms are just fine. It had problems with doors, and the windows are not big enough to get through.
Huh.
Neat. So, searching around, the only thing you find of interest is you find one room you're thinking is pretty Spartan, and it has luggage, clothing, stuff like that, and it looks like it was Angelique's room. The only thing that's really interesting in here is...
Well, I'm going to be looking in waste paper baskets and see.
For this one, it's super easy. I'm assuming you guys do a good job. There. It looks as though she had a something she threw away from a talent agency based outside of big city. All this bullshit started from on the other fucking coast. Blaze of Glory. Which held auditions and stuff like that. And yeah. And also there's some old check stubs from something called TC Productions, whatever the hell that is. And that combined with the odd paycheck that you found addressed to Barb Smith and the Geico mail, other than that, nothing really interesting. Judging by the clothing you found in the other room, the other person who lived here was apparently either good looking or thought themselves to be good looking for a slee stack. And so...
Have I seen any car keys?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Heard some.
Grab them. Open up the Geico thing. See what kind of car they had.
They call it like Desert Lizard or something like that. Right, you look up her type, and it even tells her license plate, and it's Perp Girl or Purple Girl. And there's a purple car over there, and it has matching license plate. And you're thinking, now you know Detective Ray is like, but you're thinking there could be some sort of overlap here.
Pontiac Solstice.
Mm-hmm. And just like that, the PCs get a new car. Now, the only problem you've got is that there is a sticky, gooey, radioactive mess on the literally on the welcome mat and overflowing into the thing here. You do find there is like a broom and dustpan that you could try to. It'd be like trying to sweep cottage cheese, but you could try for it.
Let's take all of our clues and leave here in the car and call the police so that they can start cordoning this off, because the neighbors are going to lose their hair and stuff.
Give me law rolls as you guys think about this, unless Freddie's got something to say. I think he...
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Young specifically told us, don't get the police involved.
Well,
with
I don't know.
Supernatural shit.
Yeah, somebody's going to need to clean this up.
There's
but
radiation leakage all over.
they're like a nuclear agency.
That's irresponsible. Well, we can take all of the stuff that would lead to Lil Fresh.
Yeah, take all the luggage and shit.
Well, we should probably do something about the mess over there.
Yeah, we're calling it in.
Uh,
Anonymous Skull. There's a bunch of more junk here.
that sounds like a bad idea.
Put it
Mr. Young was ready.
put it in front of the neighbor's door and then call it in.
So then they wake up and they walk out and they step in it.
I wonder who I'm stepping in. Oh no, the horn! It acted like a caltrop. I am doomed.